What is good, yo? It's back here today for a new video, and I've been labbing and grinding for you guys. And I'm here to talk about Greninja's down tilt, which in my opinion is arguably one of, if not is the best combo starter tool in his entire move kit. Before we dive into anything, I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I didn't cover in the actual video itself. So number one is that it can two-frame the ledge, meaning that if you can time it, you could get a side smash potentially out of it, some kind of punish like a back air off a ledge or something like that. Just all depends on the situation, but because it is a two-frame, it does require lots of practice, so definitely practice that in training mode or just against enemies online. Number two is that it isn't safe on shield, and this is mainly because of the amount of time that it takes afterwards to act. Doing another down tilt can be safe depending on what your opponent does, but for the most part, if you miss one, you might just want to retreat, especially with that speed that you have with Greninja, because you probably don't have any good out of shield options to defend yourself. And number three is that I made a chart that you guys can reference back to at any time, so you guys can see the character weight that I put your character into. So if you do land the down tilt, then you can see where all these things would land. So you'll understand that more when the video, as you watch the video, but just for now, just understand that this chart is right here, and you can come back to it at any time you want. Something that I also want to mention before the video starts is that all these combos I did test on a dummy that had very little DI movement coming from me, of course. So if you see that some of these combos aren't landing mid-game, adjust to their DI and chase after them, and you can connect it sometimes. But just also keep in mind that these percentages are a bit vague, so sometimes you're not going to be able to land something even though it is a confirm on some other characters. Oh, one last thing is that I'm really sick right now, so if you guys notice that my voice is off, then just don't mind it. Try not to, at least, you know, my bad. And I shouldn't be sick for next video, so with all that being said, let's dive right in. So once you manage to find the character that you're trying to do the combo against on the tier list, match them up with the tier that they're in based off of that character. So for example, Pichu would be in the Meta Knight tier, and then just fluctuate the combos based off of what weights I give you and how high or low they are in that tier weight. So first off, we're going to start off with a given that I give every single tier, and for this tier, it's down tilt to grab at 0%. I'm going to have more grab follow-up videos in the future with Greninja, but just for now, just know that it connects. From 2 to 18% down tilt to rapid jab can connect. From about 31 to 54% down tilt to reverse up tilt works. And once you get to about 55 or 60% down tilt to regular up tilt works, just keep in mind that the windows for both of these are really tight and that there are more optimal combos, but if you want the extra percentage, then you definitely can. At around 36 to 53% down tilt to upwards angled side tilt works, you can do down tilt to side smash or down tilt to down smash, and even though they aren't true, and they are risky if your opponent does read it with a counter or a block or some kind of move to get around it, it can connect if they don't expect it. If you do the same down tilt combos, it can connect, so just keep that in mind, especially at ledge. Starting at 69%, upwards of 180% down tilt to up air can connect, and you can also down air drag it if you really want to have a jab block, but we're going to cover that in another video. At around 135% down tilt to up air begins to kill on FD, but you have to keep in mind that all 7 of the hits need to connect for it to be able to kill. And at around 145% down tilt to up air begins to kill on battlefield. Again, all 7 hits must connect, and this can be shortened if you use the platforms, but I didn't cover that. Just take off some percentage, you know, just don't be too generous. At around 99 to 120% down tilt to fair can connect. 41 to 160% down tilt to back air can connect. You can cross this under if you want, or you can just hit them with the back air depending on which way you want to send them. Around 75 to 158% down tilt to neutral air begins to work, and the neutral air begins to kill at around 130 on FD and about 135 on battlefield. But you have to keep in mind also with this that only the strong hit of the nair kills, so if you hit them with the weak part, it's not going to kill. Same thing with this class. I'm going to give you the given of down tilt to grab at 0% can work. You can get some jabs or whatever kind of stuff you want to do. Again, video coming in the future. This is kind of a more tighter window, but 2 to 9% down tilt to rapid jab can confirm, and it can give you about 20 to 30% depending on what character you do it on. A little bit higher at 30 to 50% down tilt to reverse up tilt works, and because this window is just so tight, I wouldn't really recommend it. You can do it. I would recommend a running start as soon as you do the down tilt to do the up tilt, especially because it's a reverse and it is pretty hard, but if you can get it, you can get it. You can definitely combo off of that. Again, in the 30 to 50% range, down tilt to upwards angled side tilt always works, so I would definitely go with that one because it is more optimal than up tilt, but you can mix it up with an up tilt and then continue with the back air, fair, or whatever you would like. Nearing at about 56 to 178% down tilt to up air does confirm, and you can drag that down if you want into a jab block or some kind of mix-up situation if you really felt like it. And to kill on FD with down tilt to up air, you want to have about at least 135%, and again, all 7 hits must connect. And then on battlefield, about 145% will take the stock, again with all 7 hits connecting. And keep in mind that platforms too can make the percentages just a bit lower and kill a bit earlier. At 111 to 123, down tilt to forward air can confirm. It's really difficult, so I find it unviable and basically impossible. But if you can get it, I would definitely do it because it does kill early. And the only reason I say it's really hard is because with Greninja short hop, you can cancel it with the fair to go a bit lower, which just kind of makes it a bit harder to land it. But if you can do it, I would definitely get the practice down because it's really useful. At about 45 to 135%, down tilt to cross under back air or regular back air can confirm and can kill depending on which way you send them. And at 70 to 154%, down tilt to neutral air kills at about 130 on final destination. And on battlefield, it's about 135%. But keep in mind, again, it's only with the strong hit of the Nair. Here with the Mario midweight class, we've got down tilt to grab, of course, another given. The window for down tilt to rapid jab is a bit more generous with the middleweights, and you can land it at around 2 to 13%. It's just a bit easier to hit them because of how much bigger they are. And something that's exclusive to this midweight class is that from about 13 to 21%, down tilt can actually combo into itself. So you can mix them up with that pretty nicely. 34 to 49% down tilt to reverse up tilt can connect. Once you start to hit those higher percentages, 50 to 63% down tilt to regular up tilt can connect. And just remember, again, these windows are extremely tight on this, and there are better and more optimal things, but it's always for the mix-ups. 40 to 61% down tilt to upwards angled side tilt can connect. And once again, for the third time, we got the down tilt to side smash and down smash, which are good mix-ups, but are risky if shielded or blocked in any kind of way. And yeah, because they're not true, so just be really careful with this. Starting at about 81% and going up to about 200%, down tilt to up air can connect and is true. At about 155%, it begins to kill on FD if you hit all 7 of the hits, and then 165 if you hit all 7 hits on battlefield. Landing this next part is a bit tricky. At about 109 to 115, down tilt to short hop fair can connect for some of the mid-weights, and then because the percentages between 115 and 130 are so iffy, it definitely does require you to go in training mode and try it out yourself. But I found that about 130 to 150% down tilt to full hop fair do connect. And again, this window is tight because to full hop and fair without canceling it into a short hop is pretty difficult, especially with the new jump fair system. 50 to 180% down tilt to cross under back air works and regular back air, which can kill, of course. And of course, 84 to 165% down tilt to Nair confirms into itself, and it begins to kill at about 145% on FD and 169% on battlefield, once again with only the strong hit. Keep that in mind, with only the strong hit. Finally, for the down tilt combos, we're going to be finishing it off with the heavies. And we've got Ganondorf as our test dummy, starting off with down tilt to grab, which of course is the given. 4 to 6%, you're looking at down tilt to rapid jab connecting, looking at about 19 to 22% depending on how much rapid jabs you're able to get in and how they DI. From 44 to 64%, down tilt to upwards angled side tilt works. And I know you guys are tired of hearing it at this point, but again, down tilt to side and down smash are good mix-ups, and they're risky, but they can work. So don't be afraid to try it if your opponent isn't seeing it coming and you're doing the same combos over and over again, because hey, you might take a stock early. At about 89 to 210, down tilt to up air can connect. When you get to those higher percentages at around 180 to 200, you want to be a lot quicker because those windows do get tighter. At about 170, down tilt to up air begin to kill on FD, of course if all 7 hits of the up air connect, and 182% for down tilt to up air to kill on BF if all 7 hits connect. Again, just like the middleweights where we tested it on Mario, at about 121 to 130%, down tilt to short hop fair works. And then if they're getting a bit too high, and then once they start getting a bit higher on the percentages, 160 to 180, down tilt to full hop fair works. From 50 to 168%, down tilt to cross under back air can work. And if you do a regular one, it can kill, just like all the other classes. And finally, from 84 to 190%, down tilt to Nair connect into each other, both the weak and strong hit, and it begins to kill at about 160 on final destination and about 165 on battlefield. So of course this wouldn't be a Greninja down tilt combo video without the infamous down tilt to up smash confirmed with Greninja, and we're gonna start this off with the Meta Knight tier list. And starting off the list, we have down tilt, which can connect it to up smash at lowest about 49% and highest at about 92%. And on Final Destination, this can start to kill at about 75 to 80% depending on what character you're doing it against. And with good DI, they can last out to about 78 to 84%. And on Battlefield, it begins to kill at about 79 to 83%, and with DI from 85 to 88%, they're gonna survive. For the Peach tier list, down tilt to up smash begins to connect lowest at about 52% and highest at about 102%. On Final Destination, you're going to be looking for kills at about 75 to 79% depending on who you're dealing with, and the DI can make them survive to about 80 to 82% on Final Destination. And for the counterpart Battlefield, 79 to 83% are the magic numbers you're looking for to start getting kills, and with DI, they can begin to survive up until about 85 to 88%, being just a bit generous right there. Mario's weight class is up next. Down tilt to up smash connects lowest at 61 and highest at 110. You're looking for kills at about 90 to 95%, DI making it to about 97 to 101 on Final Destination. And on Battlefield, it begins to kill at about 95 to 99%, and DI can make it to about 99 to 103%. Again, something I didn't mention before and I need to remind you guys of, the platforms do make these kills come earlier, so utilize them if you can. And finally, the heavy down tilt to up smash confirms. Down tilt to up smash confirms lowest at about 62% and highest at about 128. So that window that you have for the tanks are huge and definitely is super generous, so take advantage of it. It kills at about 100 to 105. And with good DI, they can survive to about 102 to 106 on Final Destination. And on Battlefield, you're looking for 104 to 106 for your kills, DI making it to about 107 and 109 earliest. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Make sure to like this video, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you found this video useful especially. I've got lots of Greninja content coming up, and some I've already made on my channel, so go check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.